In the mid-late 70s, a group of people, professionals and relatives of people with learning disabilities, dared to dream something a lot better for people with learning disabilities and wanted to make a reality their right to live in their communities. In the face of a plan for a 40-bedded unit in Preston, they persuaded North British Housing Association to develop the housing for the scheme in the Plungington area of Preston, with good transport and local facilities, and also persuaded the North West Regional Health Authority to invest in their vision of resettling 20 to 25 people from the Royal Albert Hospital in Lancaster back to their hometown in Preston into ordinary terraced housing after some 20 to 35 years of incarceration. By November 1983, the first 6 users were supported to move back from hospital into their first 2 homes.
I started doing my learning disability training at 18, so it was quite a scary thing at first because the Royal Albert was such a large place, and but I didn't have any ideas of what it was going to be like, what was expected of me, and that was how I started really. So I was saying that I value the time that I spent at the Royal Albert because it also gives me an insight of the people who used to live there, exactly what they went through. And like I said, you know, I've got my memories of the Royal Albert, and the tenants that used to live there have got their memories, and just because they've been in the community for 10, 15, 20 years, that doesn't mean to say that they haven't got them still. And memories make a person and how they develop and how they think, and I think all memories should be valued, really.
When I was in Brocco, I went in when I was a little lad, and then I wrote up there, and then I used to go to school there. Well, like I said, once you get in them places, you have a job getting out.
Lorraine has a different background and came from home living with her parents. Janine and Helen were resettled in this area of Preston mainly because that's where the original roots were from, and the families are still around today, around the area.
I can remember seeing her on where she was, the ward that she was living on, and I went to visit her the other day, and it was actually lovely to see that she's in a lovely house, and she's sharing with people that she wants to share with. You know, you meet lots of wonderful people in the Royal Albert, and you always wonder what their future's been like, so it's actually nice to see somebody's future.
Well, it's better than I was living in a hostel. And then since I joined Integrate Company, they had more better help for me.